All right, this is Bosko with Berry Roofing. I'm here helping out Becky and Rob. I wanted to take the time to make a video for you guys so you have an understanding of what's going on here. So I did chalk out and arrow out a couple of areas. So this is actually, I didn't notice this is a leak, an active leak, but definitely the potential for a leak. So we have this evidence of a previous patch job. We have a new nail in here. You can tell there's a hole there, so that definitely could be a culprit of future leaks here, and we would definitely want to get that addressed. The active leak in the garage, the biggest culprit we actually see here, if you can see, we're at the garage line, so we can see that there's been a previous patch job here. I know, Becky, you mentioned about 3 years ago you had a guy come out, so I'm not sure what material he was using here for the sealant, but we actually want a concrete on something like this here. You can see where the nail's starting to come out, and this sealant is just breaking. It's just getting busted up here. So we definitely want to address this. This is the biggest culprit on the garage side that we need to get addressed. Wanted to walk over here. So now we're on the back side of the home. I know you guys mentioned you didn't have any active leaks, but we definitely have some red flags here that could be potential leaks in the future. So we have some cracks around here that I've circled for you. We have previous patch jobs here with some sealant. This one was pretty alarming, actually. It looks like someone just put down a piece of wood where we have a cracked tile right below that. That's a huge crack. We definitely want to get that addressed because water's going to be seeping into there. I'll put that wood back there. Here's the another leak area here where we do actually have the concrete, but it just looks like it's failing where the seals are here. You can see a nice crack here where moisture's getting in, going past the tile there into the sheathing and down below, I think on that chair we were talking about. Couple other areas. So we got an arrow here showing this ridge cap that's been broken, previous patch job, but obviously it's not lasting. I'm assuming it's been in the last 3 to 5 years, so we definitely want to get a remedy that lasts you longer than 3 to 5 years. We did walk around the entire roof line over here. We didn't really see too much. I wanted to show you a couple of the vents here, or the exhausts. So on all the exhausts, we would recommend resealing them. You can see here where the seal, the material that was used on the first one is the same material, and it's starting to get busted up. It's getting dried out in the sun, and definitely a huge potential of future leaks if it's not already leaking. So same thing here with all these vent pipes. Here we showed an arrow where we've seen evidence of previous patch jobs. We can see nails have been put in and just trying to seal up those holes. But again, I'm not sure what this material that he was using. It's definitely not rated for 10, 20 years. What we would recommend is using a nice polyurethane sealant that would last about the 10, 20 year mark. This is probably a 3-year job here that it could last. We've got new nails here, which shows again that those were probably pushed out. We have a nail here that is pushed out. What happens here is over time, when you get a high heat or high cold, it'll actually start pushing that nail out, and this could become a problem because now we have an active hole where water could seep in into the attic and showing up as a leak below. Here's that water heater space. So we've got a couple of areas here. We've got this area here and the skylight. So the water heater definitely is a big culprit here. I don't know if you guys can see this crack on this tile here. We have some sort of other type of sealant that was put down. That's failing. That's definitely not how we want to do things. But you can see here where even this same material was used on this sealant. This is definitely a huge culprit of that leak in that water here. Storage, and then here's the other two, right? So we have the skylight. So we have evidence of some sort of sealant being done there, but again, I think water seeping into there, getting this whole bathroom soaked, and then here's the big one here in the bathroom. So this is the exhaust vent here. I don't know if you guys can see that. I've got my microscope in there, and we can see some dust that's getting into there. So that crack is huge. You can actually stick a finger in there, but water seeping into there, into the ceiling, into the wall. It's getting everything wet. So it's definitely something that we want to take care of for you. So we'll be down in just a minute to go over some game plans with you.